defined by the passing game. The Rams are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Texans, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's gone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. This is Miller. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Third and long. It's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That good for 22 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Goff. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Watson, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former USC man, played on this very field, Brian Cushing. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. It's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the move to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Davis now. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on second down is gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here's Goff now on second down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's Watson now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll let it fly for Austin. The swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Tavon Austin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw on second is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
There's Watson to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. After the interception, here's Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Goff now looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Super 66, 128, super.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin with a run by Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Value three. Whirl it. Check. 12. Back. Kill Check 31.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go.
Watson now looking to throw on second down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And down he'll go at the 25. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Going to give this one to Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, staying
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the ground now with Miller. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second down, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, that's Davis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now a first down throw. Goff out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. Time running out here on the play clock. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Back to throw, Goff. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The Rams on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now it's gone. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
12. Super. 28. Super. 66.
Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 11th 7th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. They find some open field here. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throw left side, complete to Cup. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people off the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Super 1.
Out of the gun. Goff. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the other. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Rams have got it back. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. They go again with Davis. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. From the gun, here's Goff. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Goff. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. In motion, the tight end. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second down now after the incompletion. One last throw here for Goff. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.